So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. A give to Jones. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. 5 yards on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Second down, another shot for Jones. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
But, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
Mahomes now to throw. Open man is Thornton. He's got it. So no gain on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Now White with a first down throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. They find some open field here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Running straight at, and it's a fumble. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
You remember in preseason when we go to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Here's Jerick McKinnon, his first carry of the ball game. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now here's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 34-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Quick throw caught out wide by Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
As we all know, Kansas City loves speed at the wide receiver position. And Marquez Valdez-Scantling, he's averaged over 17 yards per catch for his 4-year career, and he runs a 4.37 40. With Patrick Mahomes as his quarterback, expect that speed to translate into big shots downfield.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
The play fake, now White. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. We're scoreless after 1. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stopped him a yard shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. The give is to Jones. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A nice effort and an even nicer stop from Kwity Paye.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp.
It's surprising that Indianapolis is Yannick Ngakoue's 5th team in the last 4 seasons. He's never had fewer than 8 sacks and 2 forced fumbles in a year, producing everywhere he's been.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Butker's kick here is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. 23 yards on the play. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. A give for Taylor running right side. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's George Karlaftis greeting him behind the line with a big stop. The Colts at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone. A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Ellinger. And that's going to be taken in by Ashton Dooley. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun to about the 40-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Ellinger to throw. Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Ellinger. And this one complete to Doolin. And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Taylor. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Kylan Granson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Colts have got it back to within a score. Frank Reich going to tell the offense to go for 2. Ellinger looking to throw for this. And he's got it. They convert for 2, and that gets him even closer. Now a 2-point game. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back in the back 7, phenomenal.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, here's Ellinger. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. To throw again on 2nd down. Ellinger escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Brandon, we spent time with this team before the game, and there was never any indication that they did not like their kicker.
Well, it shows right now that they didn't like their kicker. Why didn't they just put it through the goalpost and take the lead?
That is going to be the question that has to be answered. I don't know about you, but I'm skipping my flight. I'm going to the post-game press conference to find out what they were thinking.
Instead of playing conservative, they go through the air, and what a stunning turn of events. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Deion Bush with a pick. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee you he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 11-yard line.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Up the middle, Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They hand off to their big tight end. Power on power, but he's not going to get in. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Edwards-Helaire will take this one in. It's a Chiefs touchdown. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Mahomes will throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs.
Loose inside the 30.
And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. To throw, it's Mahomes.
That's into the hands of Fortson.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Second down and 3 with right around 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 3's all around. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. After the penalty, it's Jones. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jerick McKinnon.
His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And all of this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
On the bootleg, it's Ellinger. Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley Cox, the tight end. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he'll take this down to the 33. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They go play action. Now Ellinger. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That was Nick Bolton rushing in and burying him behind the line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Ellinger. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Chiefs are going to get it back here just past the 35. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Again, it's Jones. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they've practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And here's Rodgers on the return. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 18-yard line.
Get ready! Get ready!
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On play action, Ellinger. And the Chiefs are going to get him. That was Justin Reed, the safety, who got to the quarterback. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From the gun, here's Ellinger. A throw on the money there to Doolin. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play. And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
To throw is Ellinger.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Desperation time. Here's Ellinger.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
And sometimes things come together exactly like you want. It's not just been the volume of carries he's had in this contest. It's been the production as well.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw it here.
Looking underneath, and he finds McKinnon. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. 2nd down and 3.
An inside give to Jones. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Chiefs, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans.